Alright, so here we are again with Genshin Impact. So, the game has been updated to patch 1.3, and unfortunately right now, this is probably the, I don't know, most lackluster updates the game has had so far. Because it's only, or sorry, patch, because all it has is a bunch of just weekly events and one major event that starts in a couple of days. And they added, well, all we know about is one new character, which is Xiao, and it's rumored that there may be a second character later. But speaking of characters, I got really lucky recently because I got Ganyu, which I've been kind of working on her a bit. She's still not that great yet. And I also got this guy, Xiao. Now, I got incredibly lucky though, because if we look at our history here, I got Ganyu, which that was already pretty lucky, because I got her early, and then not even 4 pulls later, I got Xiao. So that was incredibly lucky on my part. But anyways, I wasn't able to stream this when it actually launched 1.3, but I did do a 10 pull and got Diona, which was the only 4-star character I was missing, and I got a Xiao, which I'm not sure I'm going to bring him up too much just because he kind of uses annoying ascension materials. These, which are from a new boss, which actually, you know what, we may as well send him now because we have the materials here, which will give us a little wish. So, but the good thing is though, the fact that I pulled him means I'm not going to pull on that banner at all, which is really nice. But I always use these regular wishes as soon as I get them, just because I don't really care. But I think, yeah, I got a 4-star weapon, which was kind of whatever. But yeah, so with this patch, they added a new world boss, not a weekly boss, but just the regular world boss here. You can go check him out real quick. I'm actually gonna just switch out the Luke and bring in my catching because I want to kind of kill it quickly. So
something's come up.
But they added a new world boss, which you actually do like a quick little quest to unlock it. But it's not that, I don't know, not that exciting of a world boss. Zhongli got massive buffs, which I'm not really noticing them because I haven't invested a lot into Zhongli yet. So, but he apparently got massive buffs.
Stabilize.
So being able to use a shield.
Come into being.
Everybody stand back.
This is order.
Incoming.
My catching is still kind of a beast. Like, she hits really hard. Especially with Bennett and Zhongli to support her. So
Feel this ancient power. I will have order. Solidify.
With sword comes shadow.
but the only problem with this world boss that I don't really like is how much life it has. And the only character that needs the ascension materials from it is Xiao. But it does drop all of the potential, like, ascension shards, which is kind of nice.
Order
But
guide you.
so if you just don't know which one to grind and you don't care, then I guess it's a viable option.
Get out of here.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm going in. Cut to the chase.
Catching is still easily my most invested character, so she is easily my strongest. But the Luke is getting up there now. Zhongli is a great support.
Burst forth.
Bennett is great support too. I really like using Bennett.
Feel this ancient power.
Albedo is doing fantastic as well.
Solidify.
Incoming.
But I do need to invest more in Zhongli so that his shield is actually much better than what it currently is. Because it doesn't actually absorb that much damage. But yeah, so that's that boss. Not that exciting. Kind of hits hard, has a ton of HP. And yeah, so it drops these fragments, which only Xiao uses them at the moment, and random ascension materials, I guess. But they did add a quest I haven't done yet, and they actually added a story quest I haven't done, which I think is a voiced one with Dainsleif or something. We're gonna check out that. That's what we're gonna be doing on here, or today. So I kind of wanted to do that quest, but I was saving it. So, and I saved this one too, which I think unlocks a pretty neat gadget. A rumor about treasure. There's an adventurer who said that he found a clue. In the end, he gave up looking for it and reported to the guild instead, and now the guild is offering a reward for anyone to be able to solve this mysterious so-called clue. Any adventurer wants to give it a go can follow the clue and see where it takes them. Alright. Alright, can I try? Well, if you think you're up for it, I'll mark the location. Cool. So, and this is the story quest I was talking about. Dainsleif? I don't know who that is, but I am curious about it, and it does give us a ton of rewards, so, but I want this gadget. So we're going to do this quest first, and then we'll do the story Dainsleif thing. And the only thing that's kind of weird, if I wanted to double check the banner time on Xiao. So yeah, so it's only a 2-week banner. So they're straying away from doing the 3-week banners that they have been doing for 5-star characters. And then it's going to be catching for 2 weeks. So I'm not pulling for at least a month now at this point, because I got really lucky with getting Xiao and Diona, because Diona was the one I actually was trying to get on this banner. I wasn't going for Xiao. I wasn't going to do that many pulls. So we have to go to that place. Okay. And right there. Okay, we can do that. So that was like right there roughly. So we'll confirm that and we'll navigate to that. Because this gadget is an interesting one, because apparently you can throw 150 mats into it and get... Although I'm going to change my party setup back to Diluc, because we're not facing that one annoying HP sponge boss. So I really like this team. I find it so much fun with Albedo and Zhongli. I just need to invest a bit more into Diluc to make him a real beast. Although, not really getting any vaporize or melt combos with this team, but I still find it a ton of fun to play. I guess I could swap Diona in for Bennett just to get some melt reactions going in, but... Right now I'm pretty happy with this team, so... I think it was around here. We can go reference the map again real quick. Oh, no, we found it, I think. Carefully investigate the surroundings. Okay. Piece of paper. What's written on it? Let's have a look. A giant tree flourishing and lush. Within it holds a precious stash. Right in the middle, follow the road. Seek, and the riches shall be bestowed. We have to look for treasure beneath an especially large tree, in the middle of a path, and below a flight of stairs. In the middle of a path, and right below stairs. Is it this one, maybe? I think it might be this one. No. Oh, that one probably. That's a really big tree. But I don't think it's below stairs, though. Well, let's go check it out. Oh, we got an exquisite chest, which is nice. That was some nice loot there. Okay, so maybe we have to find all the locations here. So that's fine. Oh, we have to do all 3. Okay, that's fine. I just want this gadget because I think you can use it once weekly to get a bunch of materials. So very, very, very useful. Yeah, so my Diluc is not a slouch by any means. It's basically the team I run with the most. But my catching, it's just because I kind of started getting a little bored of catching. So.
Order guide you.
And like with Zhongli now, you always want to use the charged attack because you always get the shield now, and the shield does like elemental resistance down on enemies, which makes you do quite a bit more damage.
Gather. Come into being. Feel this ancient power.
Get out of here!
I think he's got his shield up. Yeah, we're not doing much damage to him right now, which is unfortunate.
I will have order. Stabilize.
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
I can't even see his HP on this enemy. Albedo's doing pretty decent too. Like his bloom attacks are hitting for I think well over 5,000 now. I know it can get much higher cap than that, but I'm happy with it as it is.
Order guide you.
There we go. But I do need to work on getting Zhongli some better artifacts with HP and stuff on them. We have to go on this path. You know what? We can just dig and get the chest and run away. Alright, let's see here. So... Oh, we have to go all the way back to the Adventure Guild. Alright. And then we'll have to check out that Dainsleif quest, which I'm pretty curious about, because I have no idea who that is. I don't think we've ever really met him in the story either. Yes, we found this. In the vicinity of Tianchu Valley. Who knew there were things like this in Tianchu Valley? Well, now we know. Thank you for getting to the bottom of this. As per Adventurer's Code, this item is all yours now. As for your reward is yours. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so that was that little quest. So we got this gadget, which I am very curious about. And I was holding off on this. So gadgets. And I did end up getting my little gold Sealy, which I was pretty happy about, because I was getting really annoyed that I wasn't able to complete that quest, so. Okay, so now we can convert 150 of an item. Which, what do we have a lot of? Oh, I guess we can do anything, really. Well, I have a lot of mint. Alright, mint. Here you go. Max. Oh, I guess we can just pick 150 of anything. Anyways. Alright, what do we get? I have to do elemental attacks. Okay. Let's see how this works. I don't know how this works. So maybe if we do that and that and then
Get out of here!
this kind of works because of the resonance of putting Zhongli and Albedo down. Kind of works pretty well, I think. Alright. Wow, look at this. So, books, a bunch of crystal, ooh, and a bunch of weapon material stuff. Alright, that's actually pretty good, and you can do that once a week, I believe, so pretty happy about that. I believe it's once a week. Let's see. Yeah, so actually it's just a 6-day cooldown, so I should have gotten that earlier. I was thinking it was like a weekly thing. That's alright. So, let's go. I'm going to remove this. And we're going to go do the Dainsleif quest, which requires us talking to Catherine in Mondstadt. Alright, so let's see what happens here.
Traveler, please, over here. It has been a while since you joined the Adventurers Guild. Are your adventures going smoothly?
More companions would be nice, even though I do have quite a few.
Is that so? Apart from your own skills, reliable teammates are also indispensable when adventuring. Another person to count on is always good after all. But recruiting such dependable companions is no easy matter, is it?
Yep, and it's even harder to get a guide as good as Paimon.
Ah, yes. I do have some information that may be of help to you. Let me consult our records. Ah, there it is. There's been a certain blonde stranger who arrived in Mondstadt lately, dressed in most unusual clothes.
Blonde. Dress is all funny. It feels like Paimon's heard this one before. Wait, do you mean...
Could it be...
Does that stranger's face look anything like his?
Like the honorary knights? No, they couldn't look more different. This stranger is a very tall man, and even has an eye patch.
So that's just some distant relative of Kaya's then, huh?
Seriously? How does this have anything to do with Kaya? Eye patches can't prove that you're related anyway.
That stranger declined the guild's invitation, so I can't say that I know anything about the relationship between him and Mr. Kaya. Nonetheless, you can look for him if you're interested. Perhaps he might accept your commission instead. After all, it is not uncommon for some adventurers to not want to be limited by the guild, but be happy to accept a fellow adventurer's requests. And should the stranger be a strong adventurer indeed, he would certainly be a big help on your journey.
Sounds like a tough customer, especially since he doesn't want anything to do with the guild.
Please don't talk down on yourself like that. You are the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius, after all. Your deeds are the stuff of song for all the bards in the city, even now.
Well, alright then. About that stranger.
Well, as to further news about him, you may want to ask Mr. Lawrence. He stands guard at the city gate, so he may know something about that stranger. I wish you every success, adventurer.
I wonder who it is. I really don't know. So Dainsleif. Alright. So let's go ask Lawrence.
Honorary knight. Is something the matter?
So I'm looking for a stranger with an eye patch.
A stranger with an eye patch. Let me think. Oh yeah, I remember seeing someone like that. A blonde stranger dressed in unusual garb. He was wandering all over Mondstadt at first, which I found rather suspicious. So I decided to keep an eye on him for a while. I lost him pretty quickly. Still, I didn't think that this was such a huge matter that we needed our outrider to pursue him by air. As long as Master Jean is here, there's nothing to fear from some suspicious, unusual-looking person.
That might be true, but if it were up to Jean, she'd take this way more seriously.
That is true. But on the other hand, knowing that Master Jean may overreact to the situation is all the more reason to not tell her, no? Anyways, oh yeah, he was at Wagner's smithy for a while before I tried telling him. He might have said something to Wagner. You should go ask him. Maybe he has more news about our stranger.
Okay, so now we've got to go ask Wagner. Alrighty.
I've welcomed you. My strength still fails me.
What? You need something?
So I'm looking for a stranger with an eye patch.
Here, I remember him. He showed up a few days ago asking to buy a bunch of forging materials. Can't say I've heard of any of the materials he mentioned, though. He then had a look at the weapons in my shop before leaving. I've heard that he can be found drinking at the Angel's Share. If the Knights of the Guild want to get hold of him, that's the only place to be.
The Angel's Share? Well, Master Diluc probably has his eye on that stranger too then. Anyway, let's go to the Angel's Share and have a look.
Well, we're kind of getting the runaround here. Hopefully we can actually find him. I am curious. Oh, I always do that. Oh, and it did it again. Okay. No, we want to enter the tavern. There we go.
What will it be? Grape juice or apple cider?
Another day, another lack of alcoholic options.
Hey, Charles! Have you seen a blonde stranger who wears an eye patch around here by any chance?
That I have. He comes here every night. Just a drink, though. Doesn't order anything else. He even sometimes mixes his own drinks after he orders them. I don't know anything else about him, but from his selections and mixes, I'd say that he's quite the connoisseur.
And what's Master D-Luke's opinion?
Why, I just gave it to you. Quite the connoisseur.
Investigating everything as always. Guess that's D-Luke for you.
If you're looking for that gentleman, he ordered some new bottle of wine in advance yesterday. So he should be here today too. There's too many raucous patrons on the first floor, so if you want to wait, best to go to the second.
Okay. So, off to the second floor we go. And wait on the seat by the railing. Alright. This one? Wait. Which seat? Oh, just right here?
Hey, go on, drink some more.
Ah, welcome, sir. The wine that you previously ordered is here.
He's really here? Let's go downstairs and have a look.
Who is that? I don't think we've met this character yet. There he is. Ooh, he's got a bit of a mask on too. All right, let's sit down and then we'll talk to him.
Hey, go on, drink some more.
Hi, I'm an adventurer with the Adventurers Guild. How do you do? I'm an honorary knight of Favonius.
Wow, he's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
So, I'm a traveler.
A traveler, you say? Why are you traveling?
I'm looking for my lost relative, my sister, twin sister.
Well, that's as good a reason as any. Sit down over there, then.
So, guess we've broken the ice. What a weird guy.
That little one beside you.
Emergency food, definitely.
That's not true, and you know it.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels. My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me?
Well, I was hoping to invite you to adventure with us, Dainsleif.
Sure.
Huh?
And he was so cold just a moment before. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
But I will require advance payment.
Payment, you say?
500 mora and 3 answered questions. The 500 is a one-time fee, and we'll settle the questions in a moment.
That's it? 500 mora?
That's it.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of compensation can't be right.
Well, here's the 500 mora.
Ah, thank you. Now, as for my questions, I'd like you to answer them here and now.
Do I need to answer them all correctly?
The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong, only about differences in attitude. I only wish to know what your choices are. You need only answer.
Well, alright then.
Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Venti. Who, in your view, was the key to ending that crisis?
How did you know that Venti is...
I know everything that I should. Well, Answer the question.
Who is this guy? It's probably me.
Is that your answer? I see. Question number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all contracts, of which the stipulations are still unknown. Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity?
Everyone in Liyue Harbor.
So that's your answer? I see. Now for my final question. This world has people who gained visions and those who did not. Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods?
Perhaps none of them do.
So, this is your answer then? I understand. As I thought. You really are similar to her.
What do you mean, her?
I'll take that 500 mora. And now I also understand your views on this world. As we agreed, you may now commission me. That said, I only take commissions related to the Abyss Order. Like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling, while I wish to oppose the Abyss.
I never said sibling. I said relative. This guy knows too much. Well, I have met some Abyss mages in the past.
Ugh. Those creatures that serve the Abyss are the fangs and claws by which the Order spreads chaos in this world. I have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an Abyss Herald.
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being. One that commands the Abyss mages.
Come to think of it, since the Storm Terror incident ended, we haven't...
Oh, that's right! We've just been fighting against the Fatui and Liyue, who are human too! We haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order at all!
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid. It's possible that they may have been under orders to redirect your path.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're...
Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the leads I have on hand, the Abyss Order has re-infiltrated the Temple of the Falcon. Let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps your questions about the Abyss will be answered there.
I feel like he's a bad guy, but I don't know who he is, but he's clearly working with our sister. Lumine, I think her name is? Yeah, because Ether is the male traveler, and Lumine, I think, is the female traveler. So, anyways, let's go to the temple here. I think he's still probably a long ways from being a character we can play. Like, I don't know. It'd be weird for them to add him soon, but let's go talk to Margaret real quick. See what she needs. Probably like an apple that's like right next to her. Oh, sweet flower. Yeah. Sure. These are just like little tiny little pop-up quests that give you some companion XP. It's a Mora and a fine enhancement horror. It's all good. Alright, so let's talk to Dainsleif.
This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the Abyss, the Falcon of the West. Though it can soar in the wind, it ultimately does naught but hover under the light of the gods.
So what are you talking about?
Oh, it's nothing. Let's head inside.
Alright, let's enter the Temple of the Falcon. We want cryo in the party, huh? I don't think we need it, but you know what? We'll swap out... We'll do that.
Time to begin work?
Although I do like Albedo. Whatever. We'll try our Ganyu, see how she's doing. She's really not up to snuff just yet, but... She's super powerful. She's easily the highest DPS in the game right now.
The scent of the abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now.
Paimon wonders what the Abyss Heralds look like.
Ooh, that kind of
Do
took
they look
a lot of
something like
damage.
the Abyss Mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
No touching.
Alright, so everybody's kind of healed up. Oh wait, except for D-Luke. There we go. Alright.
Yeah.
I haven't done like one of these little dungeons in a long time. It's not something that they've really been adding to the game. It'd be really neat if they did some like repeatable content like with this, but they haven't really done that. So
Get out of here!
the only problem with Ganyu is she's like a double charge shot character, so
Born of Ice and Frost. Next on the agenda.
you have to play her with charge shots, which is kind of annoying, but she does do a lot of damage with it. Except not mine, because she's just not strong enough yet.
Gather. Order guide you. Time for retribution.
As I don't like that nothing's dropping in here, though. No drops. I would like to see them kind of make like some little dungeons that you can do like, you know, once a week or something. Like a little bit more difficult, longer content, but we'll have to see what they end up doing.
Stabilize.
I'm going in!
Glaze over. No touching.
Burn.
Yeah, this is kind of stupid with Diluc and Ganyu with the melt comp. It's going to do a ton of damage. And also, these enemies I don't think are scaled up, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Just got to make sure we don't miss out on these chests, because I'm not sure we can come back here. So I want to make sure we get them all. Alright. There are more Abyss Mages.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
Huh?
Born of Ice and Frost.
Burn.
I'm going in! Yeah! Get out of here!
Stabilize. Ha. Ha. Ta. Yeah.
Okay, that's one down. Now I just have this one. Oh, that was annoying. We need like water for these, but we can do it this way.
Access denied.
Solidify. Ha. Ha. Ha.
Alright. Now I have to talk to Dainsleif.
Just a few Abyss Mages? Seems like that Herald might have already left.
Could you tell me more about the Abyss Order?
The Abyss. It is chaos, and it is also destruction. It is a morass of inconceivable madness that encroaches upon this world's very foundations. That is why even the Dragon of the East, a servant of a deity, was unable to resist its corrosive powers. And the creatures of the Abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow of a world ruled by the Archons.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss, Dane.
Well, we do have some history. I suppose that's as far as chit-chat goes. We should head to Wolvendom. Judging by the traces I'm following, their next appearance may be within the territory of that old wolf. Perhaps we may find our Abyss Herald there.
Interesting. Well, that was that dungeon complete. I don't think there's anything else. Thought there'd be more enemies, but that's alright. Because we were kind of saving a lot of our elemental bursts there, but that's okay. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to play as Dainsleif, but... But I wasn't really expecting to either, so... I mean, the rumors we've seen, like characters that are coming soon or that have been playtested a bit more, are like Ayaka and Hu Tao, I think her name is. And Rosaria. And we've seen Rosaria. We saw her during the Albedo stuff. The weird, I don't know, vampire nun who's doesn't wear a lot of clothes. But I believe she's rumored to be a 4-star, so. I haven't gotten a new 4-star since the guitar fire character. And Diona were the last two 4-stars. And those were in patch 1.1. I think they were both in patch 1.1.
Well, we're in Wolfendom now. Think Dane's waiting for us up ahead? We should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
So I have been playing this a bit on mobile too, and I gotta tell you, I'm not a huge fan of the mobile controls. Like, I find the camera really wonky. But it's nice that I can play, you know, on multiple platforms, except, you know, other than Sony platforms, those are separate. But who knows, maybe one day they'll be all combined. What is he doing to this fire thing?
Lord of Wolvendom, great wolf king of the north, sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only.
You familiar with that wolf?
No, nor does it know me. I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of mine once wanted to hear its story. All right, let's go see if that Abyss Herald has stopped by here.
But where do we begin? Are you standing here because of these strange bonfires, Dane?
Indeed. See that, floating above the flames? It's an abyssal spell. Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere. Let's have a look nearby.
I like that Paimon calls him Dane. Alright, so let's go check out these two areas. And I always gather like everything now. I was kind of stopping gathering, you know, mints and things like that, but now that we can convert them, you know, once every 7 days to a bunch of useful items.
Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kinda scary. Let's beat them up first.
No touching. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Burn!
Whew, that's
40,000 hit.
Let's go check out
Jeez.
that bonfire. Looks like this bonfire's also got something
Yeah,
to
melt
do with
comps
the
are kind of
Abyss.
silly. But I don't know. Ganyu, I don't know. She might be okay as like a support DPS just to put down that big giant ice puddle that she does, but I feel that she's the highest single target DPS, so
Looks like the abyss really has been around here. Yikes! Where did these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out, and quick!
Get out of here!
but my Zhongli does not do crazy numbers of damage yet.
It is.
I don't even know if he ever really does, but
Stabilize.
alright, so that's that. So let's go chat with Dane, with Mr. Dane. The character I kinda want. Not gonna lie.
Have you finished searching?
We found lots of signs of the Abyss Order.
I searched around these parts and found some signs myself, but they were left behind by abyss mages, and there was no deeper abyssal power to them. It seems that even an abyss herald would not wish to make trouble with the Wolf King of the North. We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf, it's his territorial nature.
But now we're out of leads. Are we going to have to give up?
No. There is one more place we can go. Let's get a move on then. I'll wait for you at Storm Terror's lair.
I wonder why we're going to like all these boss places, but I guess we have to stay in Mondstadt because the Abyss Order isn't really that prevalent in Liu. Anyways, so we're gonna go here. Alright, Dane, what you got for us?
I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. When you came, this place was known as Storm Terror's lair. But I suppose that this place is more lair than Storm Terror at this point. In fact, if my memory serves, this ruin has had largely nothing to do with that dragon for a long time. The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of Old Mondstadt, the dragon of the East had yet to fall, much less come to nest in this place.
Huh? But Paimon remembers that Dvalin first got in trouble hundreds of years ago.
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin? If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect those mechanisms. Let's go see what the situation is at those light actuators.
Alright. So, we have to go over here. I wonder how old this guy is. And what his deal is, because he's also working, like, I feel like he knows too much about our sisters, so.
Look! There are lots of monsters gathered over there.
This is order.
Teamwork is trip!
All hail!
Time for retribution.
I love melt comps. They do so much damage.
Gather.
Get out of here!
The verdict is order guide you.
Get out of here!
No touching!
I'm going in!
Time for retribution.
I think, oh, there's a little caster over here. Let's get rid of him. There we go. Alright, now I just have to deal with this guy.
Off we go!
Nice. There we go. you know?
Oh, so in the end, we still couldn't find that Abyss Herald. Bummer.
It is quite a shame.
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame exactly. Still, I do believe that you will come across one eventually.
No, you're right. If it's a really powerful monster, it would be best to go around it.
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them.
You seem to be familiar with journeys.
Once upon a time, yes. I simply have experience from adventuring together with that traveling companion.
You know, Dane, you keep talking about that person this and that person that. Where are they now, anyway?
She no longer travels. I'm afraid that traveling can be too exhausting at times.
Oh, is that how it is? Well, why are you traveling alone then?
I still have some things left unfinished. Once they are done, I too will return home to rest.
Yep, and it's good to have a home to come back to, isn't it? We camp out a lot when we travel. Hey, once you find your sibling, we should find a place to stay too, shouldn't we? Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is pretty tasty, but Liyue's one-man restaurant is great too. Either way, we should settle down in a place where there's good food.
Alright, getting a bit ahead of ourselves, I think.
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay once your journey reaches its end. While you're still traveling, you should...
I sensed something familiar on that cliff.
Huh? What's familiar?
It felt for a moment... I felt it for a moment the previous time we came here too.
A familiar feeling, you say? It could be someone you know well, or perhaps a monster.
Could it be the Abyss?
Whichever it is, we should see it for ourselves, and thus see clearly. We can reach the top of that cliff from over there. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, Dane moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch up.
Alright. I don't know if we got a glimpse of what was up there. I missed it if we did. Oh, I should change Ganyu's wings. I never did that because I did get her not that long ago. Should probably look good in these white ones. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that was a mistake. Alright, Dane. Was this area always accessible? Probably. Let me check the map real quick. Yeah, probably.
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
It's nearby.
But it doesn't feel like there's anything around here. No monsters, no people, nothing.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time I was here.
Wait, you've been here before?
My traveling companion brought me here on our previous journey.
So, Dane, what about you? What's your favorite place?
Me? I no longer remember. I merely followed that person around on that journey. That's all there was to it. Huh? A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here?
Do we have to take care of a ruin guard?
No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion.
Alright, let's examine this dandelion.
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out.
This dandelion reminds me of,
Huh? You mean your sister? But how could that be? You only touched that dandelion for a second.
yeah, the moment I touched it.
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent that only you recognize. As for why, has it perhaps experienced something related to you?
You're saying some real confusing stuff. Paimon doesn't get it at all.
Regardless, I have to get to the bottom of the...
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. Your journey has only just begun, has it not? At least you now know that she is still on this world. At this time, the most important thing is the journey to find her itself.
And I will find her.
Yes, and this is something you must keep in mind as the meaning behind your journey. May you find your kin at the end of that journey. Well then, let us part ways here for now.
Huh? You're leaving? Already?
Only for now. Don't worry, we will meet again. After all, I did take 500 Mora and those 3 answers you gave me.
So that's the Dainsleif little chapter there complete. Did we complete an achievement? I think we did. Oh yeah, we did that. And then complete the quest, Bowkeeper Dainsleif. So that was kind of interesting. I feel like him being introduced seems a little early, because he seems like he ties into our sister quite a bit, but that was interesting. I like that. See, I guess that's pretty much it. Like, 1.3 didn't really have a lot of content. It was basically, you know, this little boss, that gadget. There's this weird camera event, which is really annoying, and I've been kind of doing it. 5 Flushes of Fortune. So I just have to, I think, trade in 1 more. And I have, I think, like 3 more days to do it, I think. But, yeah. So, but it's weird. You just go around taking pictures of stuff and hope you get the right colors. It's kind of random. But it's free items, right? You get always 60 Primo Gems from every turn in and one of these 3 options. So, definitely worth doing, but kind of a weird, boring event. So, I think that's that for now. We'll have to wait for Xiao's big event to happen. I think that one's going to be kind of like Mona's and Albedo's. It's going to be a big major event with story and stuff like that. The only thing that was kind of weird, though, is they introduced Xiao, but not his story quest. So even though he's available as a character, he has no story quest yet. So I'm thinking that that's going to come next week. I have not yet tried him out or played him. Actually, we could do that real quick, because I have not actually checked him out. He does have a test run here, where he's actually got some gear, so... Let's see what he kind of plays like. I have him. I just was not expecting to get him at all. Like I said, he was my 4th pull after getting Ganyu, so... I got really, really lucky with that. Okay, that's interesting. Although, why do I only have Barbara? I wonder what his charged attack is like. Not that great. Although it does launch me into the air. Alright, let's try his... The only problem with this ult, I think it drains his HP, so... That's probably why we have Barbara as our backup. Well, he's doing some good damage, though. But he's also probably over-geared with this trial, so...
Let's dance. Evil conquering.
But it doesn't seems kind of boring, not gonna lie. Oh. Ah, this is probably his...
Worthless. Worthless.
Yeah, when he's in his... When he jumps in his ult, he jumps much higher and he can plunge attack. So that's kind of... That's kind of interesting, I guess. But... Nonetheless, I don't know. I just don't have the resources to invest in him. Like, I have so many characters that I'm trying to kind of get up right now. And But either way, he's not too shabby. But that was kind of neat. His plunging attack there. So yeah. So I think with that, we'll stop there. So later this week, I'll probably do some of that new event that's going to happen, All That Glitters. So we'll check that out. As always, thanks for watching, and till next time.